What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shout, and as always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
And I'm going to tell you something today.
See that?
No, I'm going to tell you something today.
See, what's going on
I
here?
got my Decatur partner with me today.
I'm glad you got the Decatur partner in here.
No, because the last few interviews, y'all had me in here with your West Side partners, you know what I'm saying? Y'all looking at me, I'm scared to say shit, you know what I'm saying? But I got bags, I brought bags up
You brought bags
and
up
you already
today.
know I got Turk. You know,
Okay,
Turk gonna ride.
That's my partner.
No, Turk gonna ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll give me 5 minutes on your head.
Who we got in here though with?
Man, I got a legend, a Decatur legend. This is probably my most favorite interview, man. Quincy Carter, man, former Dallas Cowboy quarterback, former UGA quarterback. You know, Georgia, I bleed red and black.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? And goddamn former Southwest DeKalb quarterback, man. You see what colors I got on today? Do you think
on now.
Thought this on purpose? I did this on purpose.
See, I didn't know you were doing it on purpose.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rashawn Ali, man? What's happening,
Rashawn,
man?
what up, yo?
Coach Godfrey, man.
Yeah.
Yo, this was back in the day. See, they used to come. He wasn't amazed.
Talk to him.
He wasn't amazed.
Come on,
man. I told him.
Talk to him.
Don't get. I can pour the record something now. You know, Mays was a week off. You know what I'm saying?
Now, we didn't have the greatest football team, but we had some of the
Basketball.
greatest players ever born.
Basketball.
See, we might not have been on the field, okay, but we had some of the greatest players that you ever met in your damn life.
I mean, y'all were little brothers since I went to camp, but I give you that right there. It ain't no different. Columbia was the same way. They used to beat our head then, too.
Yeah. Oh, we used to catch hair from Doug every damn 5 minutes. Nigga. You talking about it was real over there.
Yes,
but
sir.
I mean, Quincy, man, welcome to the show. I mean, we got to take it from the top and back to the future at the same time, man. I mean, playing at Southwest DeKalb, then coming back and coaching at the same time. How does that make you feel being on that field where your dream got crunk up?
Honestly, man, hey, and appreciate y'all having me too, man.
I appreciate you
I
coming
feel at
through.
home.
Yeah.
I can feel this energy.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
You know, because I went to college literally for sports studies. So I went to college to coach.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then to bring it back home, to feel that Buck Godfrey spirit too. You just gave a shout out to his daughter too, Rashawn Ali.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to her. She just took off the galaxy.
Come on now.
And doing some great things.
Exactly.
But to feel Coach Godfrey's spirit, to know what he instilled into you, and then now you giving it back to your own school, to your own community, it's a dream come true. It is. That's the only way I can describe it.
At that time when you were playing, though, man, did you know that you were NFL bound, or was you just a young man playing ball on the east side having the time of your goddamn life?
Well, I always had NFL dreams, and that came from Gresham Park. You know what I mean? With the Coach Calverts of the world, with the Coach Harrises, with the Coach, Beatties. So I always had them dreams.
Yeah.
Growing up right there off Custer Avenue in my Mountain Park apartment. So, hey, that's that east side. But them dreams, I always had them. But to really get that authentic love, discipline, and just the whole fabric of what it means to be a young man, trying to achieve all your goals, man. I got that in high school. I got that with Coach Godfrey. I got that with, the Coach Carters of the world. I got that with Coach Davenport. They were raising men. And so to have that instilled in me and to give it back, but I got off a little bit. But yes, they put the whole battery pack in me once I got that and went through what it meant to be a Southwest DeKalb Panther.
Senior year, though, man, it's college time. It's recruiting time in this thing. How did you know that you was going to UGA, and was there any close seconds in this thing?
Well, I didn't, honestly, because UGA was actually, they were on probation when I was coming out of high school. Yeah, so I didn't think that it'll be, a few, I was thinking it'd be a few years before we could actually play in a bowl game. So they were kind of in my, top 5, but, I wanted to go to college and play a bowl game. My first initial college I wanted to play at was Charlie Ward School, and that's Florida State.
Yeah.
They signed a quarterback, Dan Kendra, I'll never forget, the year before. Last minute deal. I mean, nobody knew he was going to sign there, and they ended up signing him. And so, I didn't think that I was going to get the shot that I wanted. So, Georgia Tech, one of my coaches, Coach Steve Davenport, was a product of Georgia Tech alumni, and I really got close with the family down here at Georgia Tech, and so that's initially who I signed with. I signed with Georgia Tech coming out of high school. I had my baseball buddies from East Cobb, that I was going to be going and play baseball with. But fortunate, I got drafted in baseball in the second round. And so I chose baseball first and went to play baseball for about 2 or 3 years, and then came back to the University of Georgia where, I always kind of wanted to play, in Athens anyway. And so I had a coach that I believed that was going to give me a shot to start. Quarterback at the University of Georgia, being a black quarterback, because there wasn't too many before me. The James Jackson's really the only one I remember before me. So Coach Donnan, was able to convince me that he was going to give me a shot. Then I had my boys down there, Thad Parker and Jonas Jennings and Marcus Stroud, some dudes I really wanted to play with, Champ Bailey, of course,
Wow.
Heck yeah! So it was a no-brainer after that.
That time playing baseball, though, man, what was that like? And was you tempted to stay over there?
I'm gonna tell you this, Ricky Ball, and we just talked about the story about me meeting Andre Rison for the first time ever in Ricky Ball. Ricky Ball was fun. But when I got to the regular season that next year, because we started Ricky Ball right after the draft in June, and then March, you go out to Arizona for spring training, and you go to your prospective teams. Well, hell, I went to a team in Rockford, Illinois, about an hour outside of Chicago, in late March, early April, and it was still 30, 40 degrees.
Damn.
So in this 1997, I'm not even a whole full year out of high school yet. But them thoughts of going up the bat, man, at 30, 40 degrees, man, trying to get warm just to get some at-bats. In April and May, heck, it didn't really warm up to June because we pretty much played all Midwest teams anyway. Them thoughts started to creep in about, then you used to be pretty good at quarterback. So they started to creep in then. And then I got the itch. That off season in '97 is when I started going to Georgia games and sneaking around a little bit. I didn't want to make too much noise because I knew I had to go back and play in '98 because that was part of my contractual agreement or whatever. So I knew I had to go back and play in '98. But it was about that time to play some football though.
With you.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Yeah. What was it like, Quincy? I see a lot of little studies they do on the hardest places to play in the SEC. They be saying Death Valley. They be saying this. Tell us what it's like, man, on a Saturday night in Athens. What's that environment like? Man,
that's so crazy. I just seen a video, actually. Somebody put a video of our DeKalb County little site on Facebook, and they put that Georgia-Tennessee game up. I don't know if you remember that one, though, Wick. But it was a night game too, and I ain't played too many night games. But we played Tennessee that night. They had beat us about 9, 10 games straight, and I'm just sitting there actually looking at the video. It was crazy. But man, that atmosphere at night though is crazy. Matter of fact, they tore down the goalpost about a minute and a half.
No, that wasn't the hot nail boot. That was in Tennessee.
No, that was in Tennessee. Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that was the next year.
That was the next year. The hot nail boot.
That was next year. Yeah.
Okay.
Veron Haynes.
Okay.
But tore down the goalpost. The students had to get kicked off the field about a minute and a half. But somebody was describing it on Facebook, and it kind of hit me though. Tim Wansley ended up picking off a pass with about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go, and he said it sounded like a rocket went off when Tim Wansley picked that ball off. So, yeah, man, the atmosphere is crazy though. It's crazy.
Wow. Did you ever meet Larry Munson?
I did. Good people.
Really?
Good people. Yeah, good people.
He's legendary.
What I'm saying?
Like,
yeah.
What was that conversation like when you did meet him? Did he give you any advice or anything?
It was all business. Larry Munson knows nothing but Georgia football. You know what I mean? So it was all business. Him just talking about the history of Georgia.
Yeah.
And, making sure I understand what the history was, which I was pretty fond of it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it was all business, though. But it was cool, though, talking to somebody that you know what I mean? Just love your school so much. Gonna give his best every goddamn Saturday, to give us that sound that we looking for and that play-by-play action that we looking for.